Good day, and we are diving straight into a story that has shocked many across Nigeria and beyond. Reports have emerged about Nigerians who found themselves trapped in the ongoing Russia-Ukraine conflict after being deceived and tricked into traveling abroad under false pretenses. These individuals, who thought they were heading to better opportunities, ended up on battlefields they never signed up for, and their cries for help have now reached the international community. According to multiple reports circulating today, several Nigerian nationals have come forward with harrowing accounts of how recruitment agents promised them legitimate jobs in Russia, particularly in construction, security, and other labor-intensive sectors. The promise was simple: good pay, decent working conditions, and a chance to earn foreign currency that could transform their families back home. For many young Nigerians facing economic hardship and limited opportunities, these offers seemed like answered prayers. However, what awaited them on arrival was far from what they had been promised. Upon reaching Russian territory, these individuals were allegedly forced into military training camps and subsequently deployed to fight in the war against Ukraine. Imagine traveling thousands of miles expecting to work on a construction site or in a factory, only to find yourself handed military gear and sent to the front lines of an active war zone. The deception was complete, and by the time they realized what was happening, escape routes had been cut off. Many of them had their passports confiscated, making it nearly impossible to leave or seek help from Nigerian authorities. The testimonies from these victims paint a grim picture of their experiences. Some have described being threatened with imprisonment or worse if they refused to comply with military orders. Others spoke of witnessing death and destruction on a scale they could never have imagined, all while desperately trying to find a way back home to their loved ones. The psychological trauma alone is unimaginable, not to mention the physical dangers they face daily in a conflict that has claimed countless lives since it began. What makes this situation even more troubling is the organized nature of the recruitment process. These were not random occurrences, but rather systematic operations carried out by networks of agents who specifically targeted vulnerable young Nigerians. These agents operated both within Nigeria and in neighboring countries, using social media platforms, word of mouth, and even formal-looking agencies to lure their victims. The promise of escaping poverty and providing for their families made many of these young people easy targets for such schemes. The Nigerian government has now been called upon to intervene urgently and ensure the safe return of these citizens. If you have been following this channel and enjoying the content we bring you, please take a moment to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss important updates like this one. Your support truly means everything to us, and it helps us continue bringing you the stories that matter most. Reports indicate that Nigerian diplomatic missions are working to verify the identities and locations of affected citizens, but the process has been complicated by the ongoing conflict and the difficulty in accessing certain areas. Some families back in Nigeria have not heard from their loved ones in weeks or even months, adding to the anguish and uncertainty. Social media has become a lifeline for some, with desperate relatives posting appeals for information and assistance in locating their missing family members. This situation has also raised serious questions about Nigeria's migration policies and the need for stronger warnings and protections for citizens seeking opportunities abroad. While the desire to travel and work overseas is completely understandable given the economic challenges many face at home, incidents like this highlight the importance of verifying job offers through official channels and being extremely cautious of agents making extraordinary promises without proper documentation or verification. Human trafficking experts have weighed in on this matter, noting that this pattern fits a broader trend of exploitation where vulnerable populations are deceived into situations of forced labor or, in this case, forced military service. International law clearly prohibits such practices, and there are growing calls for greater cooperation between African nations and international bodies to crack down on these criminal networks that prey on desperate job seekers. The emotional toll on families cannot be overstated. Parents who saved money to send their children abroad hoping for better futures now live in constant fear and regret. Wives and husbands who believed their spouses were working honest jobs abroad now face the terrifying reality that their loved ones might be in mortal danger thousands of miles away. The ripple effects of this deception extend far beyond the individuals directly affected, touching entire communities across Nigeria. As this story continues to develop, it serves as a stark reminder of the lengths to which some people will go to exploit others and the importance of staying informed and vigilant. Whether you are considering opportunities abroad or know someone who is, please ensure that all necessary verifications are made through proper government channels, including the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Nigerian Immigration Service. No legitimate employer will ask you to surrender your passport or force you into situations you did not agree to. We will continue monitoring this situation closely and bringing you updates as they become available. The international community is watching, and there is hope that diplomatic pressure will lead to the safe return of these Nigerians who simply wanted better lives for themselves and their families. If this content has been valuable to you, please share it with others who need to hear this important message. And do not forget to like this video and subscribe to stay informed on this and other critical stories affecting our community.